G'day folks and welcome to Kingdom Come. This game has had my attention for a few weeks now. I really like it. Despite all the polish that you can see around you, it is actually an independent title made by a fresh company, Warhorse. Whoa, look at that swordsmanship. Oh, it's good in there, my son. They were very specific about their goals when they were making it. Look at that. They wanted like a living, breathing world of high detail, and then they were going to place you in it, and you can feel that sort of priority in the making of it. The world is very good and flowing and all that sort of stuff, but there's definitely a few gaps where maybe their reach exceeded their grasp. But as I said, the positives far outweigh the negative. I dearly love it. One of the respects in which I love this game so much is the combat. I mean, if you look at these moves, you can see clearly someone has studied the old books. You know, these all could have been taken out of, Germanic swordsmanship manuals from the 14th century, of which there are quite a lot. There are a lot of the primary sources of swordsmanship are sort of from this area around this time, and these moves are very, very authentic. And we'll be taking part very, very shortly. We are in Rataj at the moment, the largest city in this area of Czechoslovakia, to take part in a tournament. Let's sign up now.
I'd like to enroll in the big tournament.
All right. As long as you've got the enrollment stake.
Of course. Here you are.
What's your name?
I'm Henry, from Skalitz.
I'll make a note of that. And I need to know what weapon you choose.
I meandered about on this decision a little bit because last time I played this I was a lot better at the longsword. I specialised with it. This time I've tried to be a lot more general, so my skills are spread across all the different weapons. Bit stalky, that guy there, but whatever. Yeah, I still wanted to play with the longsword as the primary weapon because my personal love in sort of medieval combat when I was a reenactor and all that sort of thing is single sword. That's just my favourite. I think that's the ultimate expression of dexterity, speed, footwork, swordsmanship, actual tactical understanding. You can't just hide behind a shield. You have to be in the right place at the right time at all times. And we can see sometimes I'm making it and sometimes I'm not. He's landing some really good blows here. So the rules of the tournament, as I fight on... Oh, nice little parry there. Oh, some good dodges. When it does that slowdown, it just means he or I have hit the defense at the perfect time. So it's sort of slowing down and showing the awesome parry. Anyway, the rules of the tournament. You get to pick your primary weapon, and you'll fight one round against each opponent with your primary weapon. There's only 3 rounds, 3 opponents. And then you have to fight another round with their choice for the primary weapon. And then it's best out of 3. So if you win 2 rounds, boom, you go on to the next round. But if you both win 1 round, then Lord Hanush, local knight, chooses what the 3rd weapon set is. And you fight until one of you is the victor. Oh, he's got some... I mean, there's 3... It can be a little bit of a problem with the controls. It's a really good control system. I love it, but there's still some issues, and sometimes you find yourself looking off in the middle of nowhere thinking, where the hell is my opponent? But if we have a look at that sort of five-pointed star type thing, the red marker delineates where I've decided the sword is at the moment. Right? And I'm trying to flash it around, make him think that I'm attacking down on the left and then attack him up on the right. Oh, he's got me a few good hits. Whoosh. So it's all about sort of your endurance and how fit you are. That has a big part of it, and the combinations of the different attacks. You can see I've already leveled up my sword skill once in this fight. That's how little I have fought with a sword. It's appalling. I didn't actually realize I had barely used a sword at all in this playthrough. I'd been so focused on trying to make sure I also got experience with the other weapons that I actually never ended up leveling up my swordcraft, so I'm at a bit of a disadvantage. But I do so love this. How do you feel about a shield? Have you ever watched live medieval combat? I've been participating in the local sort of medieval festivals since 2002, I think. As a combatant for most of that time. Now I'm a bit old, and to be honest, my armor doesn't fit me anymore. I put on a few pounds. Yeah, so I don't fight anymore. I just do like announcing and stuff like that. But I still absolutely adore it. Ooh! You activated the perk Sadist. That means I drew blood. See blood on my blade there. And as soon as I draw blood, we get a little bonus there. So we've won the first round, which was pretty fortunate actually. Once I realised how low our skills were. Yep, that was my opponent's choice. He's chosen hunting swords. That's all right. Oh, good defense first. I'm not great with the short swords. It's you know, no real difference. It's the same sword skill category. So yeah, not a lot. You'll probably see me level up again. Oh, that's a good tactic! Alright, that's one I really enjoy, because you've got sort of close clinch attacks, right? When you get in really tight and you get to sort of grab them, control them a bit, land a couple of shots. And they don't do a lot of damage, but they're good for controlling your opponent. So one tactic that you'll see me trying quite a lot is backing off, trying to get my opponent to chase me. Incidentally, I will do this in boxing and Muay Thai as well. It's a very, very good tactic. If your opponent's too aggressive, you just back off and you let them run in towards you, and then as they're closing the distance, you take one step forward sort of at the last moment and meet them, you know, with all of your impetus meeting their impetus, and the force of whatever you're doing is doubled in real life. But in this game, it just lets you close the distance past their weapons when you get it right, and you get to, you know, give them a kick like that or slam your hilt into their nose. Either way, but the danger is if you get the timing... Oh, nice counter there from us. If you get the timing wrong, you can try and run in and then they will just twat you one, you know? It can be nasty. Oh, having trouble getting past the shields. And, I mean, the shield is good for a reason, you know? It was in vogue for thousands and thousands of years because it's bloody hard to hit someone who's got a shield. It is amazingly easy to stop anything with a shield. Just as an... Oh, yes! Got him a good one. Beautiful. So that's it. The second round. Second round to us. Which means we have defeated our first opponent. And that's all I'll show you for this one. I might come back and show you the rest of the tournament. Who knows? And show you a bit more of this game. I'd love to show you a bit of this game, actually. I can't, like, do a full playthrough or anything. It's too large, frankly. It would take years. But there's little bits I'd like to show you. The combat in particular I love, as I said. It's glorious. It's probably some of the best melee combat that I've ever seen. And the gear is really historically accurate, you know, and how they wear it is really accurate. I mean, I know a bunch of really nerdy, uptight historians, you know, who insist that every buckle be accurate and all of that sort of thing. And I honestly think that they would come in, look at this game and be pretty impressed at how accurate it was. I don't want to be too glowing. There are a lot of holes in this game. You know, it's a little bit buggy in areas, but there's a lot of love in it, and you can really feel it. And if you've got a little bit of the history nerd in you like I do, then I think you'll really like it. It's definitely worth a look. It's still pretty pricey. I picked up this one on sale for about 40 bucks, I think. 45. But worth it. Absolutely worth it. Yeah. I've certainly enjoyed it more than Fallout 76. Yes. I hope you're having a wonderful year so far. I know I'm not posting much on this channel, but yeah, there you go. I've been a bit busy with the audiobooks and whatnot. So, catch you around. Have a good one. I'll probably do more of Kingdom Come, because I really like this game. Okay, thanks for watching. See ya.